I'm going to do something rather different for this video. Um, I'm going to ask Spirit about specific things. I've not got too much on my mind, to be honest. It's more specifically to do with these wildfires in California. They may answer me, they may not. I haven't asked. But when I was going to sleep at night, I just thought, what do I need to know? And my face just got hot. Like my face out of nowhere just got hot. And I thought, well, I think that's to do with the fires. And I have my own internal thought on that, and I'll explain it in a minute. My throat is in serious discomfort at the moment. And weirdly enough, last night before I went to sleep, I said to Spirit that I don't want to keep creating videos for the next month or so now. I really want to get this book focused on. And we do need to do the audio book as well for my recent book. But I want to get my new spiritual book finished. And then out of nowhere, I'd wake up with a really bad throat. And I thought, that's an interesting way to stop me speaking. So I have to focus on. It might not be for that reason. It might just be a symptom of just not being well. So I don't want to put too much like, oh, it's definitely this, definitely that. I haven't asked. Again, I could ask here, but I'll give you my impression of what I think, and I may be wrong. Because you can't be right about everything. I see some people say this is the coming of Christ, this is Christ's return. I don't think that's the case at all. I think some people they're too focused on scripture. In terms of a spiritual sense, I've been saying for years, like a good few years now, since my awakening, really, my spiritual activation in 2020, there was a lot of signs around my future and what's going to happen. And as I've been progressing, I sort of know certain things. And I always knew there was going to be a transition from the old to the new. So you're going to get the current influencers like the Kardashians and the Beyoncés and things like this, the people that are celebrities that really they don't bring much to the world. I always knew they would have their time would come to an end. Because people are no longer impressed by that. They want authenticity. They want integrity. They want people that can inspire, be inspirational role models. That's what they want because they want to uplift their lives. And these people don't provide anything of substance apart from just posturing in your face and acting like goddesses. That's literally what it is. And people don't want that shit. So I knew that was going to come to an end. And then as my journey's unfolded, I've been recognizing more and more that sort of the status quo in Hollywood was going to change. Again, those that are prestigious and corrupt would get brought to light, and there'd be a new wave of potential celebrity again in a positive direction. So I can't help but wonder. So like people are saying it's the coming of Christ. I don't think it's the coming of Christ at all. I think it's the cleansing of the old. So it's removing them. So effectively, I don't want to minimize an incredible devastation, and I'm not here to do anything. I'm not trying to do that at all. But upon reflection, when I looked and I just thought, I wonder what the situation would that be. Like, because there's a lot of corruption at the moment, and there's a lot of focus on certain individuals, um, within the instance of law, because they've probably done some bad things. I do wonder whether, because a lot of homes have been destroyed, whether they will leave California and go to a potential state that's a bit more safe for them. So I do wonder whether some celebrities will leave California, which then frees up space for maybe new people. And if the Spirit has this, if that's the plan for Spirit, I'm just curious. I could be, like I said, I could be absolutely wrong with this, but I'm just wondering why my face was hot and why I think it anyway. Trying to think how to word it really. Are the wildfires in California part of Spirit's way of removing the old and bringing in the new? You would see something's building. Yeah, something's in the balance. Um, are some celebrities caught up in the wildfires likely to leave California and seek residence in a new state? Oh, wow, the Emperor. Yep. That's a really powerful, dominant card. Yeah. So they're despondent and they will seek change. Does this free up space for a new wave of celebrity? Eight of Pentacles. Look at him. Look at that. Look at him like cleaning something, like readying the opportunity. Oh wow. Oh, ten. Um. Oh wow. Wish fulfillment. Was these wildfires part of Spirit's bigger plan for change? I'm also thinking something. Oh wow, yeah. Queen of Wands. Also thinking something else there. Are the wildfires also symbolic of the old establishment burning? Strength. Oh wow. The temperance, yeah, temperance, restoring balance, order. Um, I don't want to make it about me because I'm trying to keep it as poignant, but I do recognize I had a lot of signs that my future leads me to California. But you look at it and you think, why would you want to go there? It's chaotic. Um, does my future still lead me to California? Oh, that's too many cards. Let's just keep shuffling. That's five, six cards all like merged together. It wasn't. Oh wow. Truth, clarity. Yeah. Oh wow. Ten of Cups again. Told you. That's why I keep getting signs out of California, and I never understand. I understand really. You got a big spiritual community, and you're going to have a lot of influence there. Am I going to have a positive influence on the world? Mm-mm-mm. Oh wow, we've got the Emperor. Emperor, Page of Wands. Oh wow, Queen of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. Effectively, if you look at it, you've got such dominant and strong cards. You've also got um, an innocent, a creative, passionate. Oh, this one, spirit. You've also got this where you clinging on to things, but it's really showing people to believe in themselves and go after their dreams. So yeah, I am a positive influence. Oh well, yeah, the four take leaps of faith onto new journeys. If anyone's seen my journey, you'll know that's that's what's happens with me. So will California heal from the wildfires and implement positive changes to prevent it happening in future? Well, it says karma. I think karma is judgment. Actually, in the other tarot decks, it'd be judgment. So that would be absolutely saying yes because it's called judgment on it. So although justice would be more prevalent, but I would argue if it, with a judgment card, it's it's finally releasing themselves to do the right things. I think really, yeah, it's a lot of conflict and battle to get it to see sense. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if you argue, if a lot of wealthy people leave the state, then the taxes have to come down anyway, don't they? Because they were probably the ones driving the taxes up in the first place. Um, that just popped out in the middle of my deck. Sneaky, um, sneaky, deceptive thieves. So yeah, that's the way. We're talking about taxation, high taxations because of it. It's the wealthy are the ones driving up the taxes, of course. Um, Is the world about to enter a new stage of celebrity and influencers? Wow, that bounced straight away. Right, I've got the moon as well, so really strange. Normally, if it's something like that, I would say no, but the moon gives it an extra mysterious sort of thing. Because the moon is about not seeing clearly. You don't really see what's happening. Um, so you can argue that because you've got the stagnation, and I think too a lot of people have been stuck in the shadows, been stuck. So what I was going to do actually was clarify the Five of Pentacles. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, justice. So it's coming out of the cold because justice is being restored. You just don't see it coming. So yeah, new wave. Um. Oh wow, again. Oh wow, got the deck. Let's go from that to that. Crazy. But I said I don't want to make it too disrespectful. I don't want to be disrespectful to the current situation though, because I have actually a lot of sympathy. I see a lot of people. When someone's got wealth, they look down at them, and it's like that's ridiculous. People still have what people don't realize is even if you're wealthy, you've still got the same issue. You've got similar issues other people have because what I think because people don't put it into reality. Now you could argue it's not fair, but whatever you consider not fair, again, if you want to elevate your life, elevate your life. You can't live your life jealous and envious of other people. Just because someone else has reached the top of their mountain doesn't mean you should then look on envious. You should be looking inspired to climb the top of the mountain too. But it's just like with anything. Just look at your own life. As soon as you start earning a little bit more money, what do? You spend it. So now the threshold for your s- troubles really is higher because your expenditure is a lot higher. So the things you want cost more. So your holidays, for instance, maybe you start doing well in life. You want more extravagant holidays. So rather than say I'm going to pay £500 for a holiday, I'm not going on holiday for anything less than £2,000. So now all of a sudden your income needs to be higher to sustain that. So it's the same with the people that are famous and celebrities. The trouble really is a lot of time they compare each other all the time. It's competition. At least from the outside, that's what it's perceived to be. Of course, if you've got a really expensive home, then you can have a high property tax. Your insurance is going to be high. There's all these little things. It's going to be hard to cost to maintain it. These are the things people don't see, and I'm open minded enough to see it. So then you've also got the situation where your lifestyle is just a lot more extravagant and expensive. So the places you eat are going to cost more. The places where you buy your food, your clothes are going to cost more. Every purchase is just more extravagant than it was before. Now, people that are poor don't care. They have no interest in that because they're saying, look, you don't need all that. You could actually help people and you could have less. You could. But who is it to say, who is it for anyone to say what someone should or shouldn't do? Why? Because they have something you don't, are their morals questioned? They don't have to help people. That's the thing. It's a kindness to help people, but there's also an important aspect is that we need to learn to help ourselves. You can't expect people just to come and wave a wand and keep solving your problems. You need to solve your own problems. And I think the scary thing for me is every time someone reaches the top of the mountain, someone wants to crush a dream. What's the point of that? Then what's the point? I talk about this a lot. What's the point of any of us trying to strive for a better life if no one ever, if it's always going to be tried to be destroyed because other people are just jealous? It's pathetic in the end, isn't it? Um, so people just need to learn to be a bit more accountable, and a little bit more empathetic to other people's problems. Because just because someone's wealthy doesn't mean they don't deserve compassion. The point, really, I think the main point of it all, though, is the fact that everybody should be treated the same. So if we're going to show a lot of respect to people who have wealth when they lose a lot, then we should also show that same compassion to people who don't have a lot that lose a lot too. Because I think that's really where the disparity is. But there's always going to be people that are jealous in life. I just think it's really disrespectful um, to, I think, to look down at anybody really. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, I'm getting positive sense from spirit that let's ask this one because my bloody throat's a pain in the ass. Did spirit give me a sore throat to wait a minute? Did spirit give me a sore throat to force me to focus on writing, finishing my book rather than recording video content. That's judgment. Called judgment on a situation. Believe me, back in December, I was told I was buying something, a gaming product, and I had a meditation, and I asked Spirit immediately, like, can I afford this? Can I have this? Immediately in my mind, because I have a lot of abilities. I'm never at peace enough to sort of tap into everything, but I have a lot of abilities. I can tune into people and I can sense them. Um, but anyway, they said to it, it immediately came to mind. You can keep it as long as it doesn't detract you from your book. The book has to be finished. So now I ask specifically about the book. Now I've set a deadline to get this book done by the end of February, early March. Really, hopefully by the end of February. There's a lot of work to do. So for them to call judgment on that, it's like, we need you doing it now. Oh wow! And on the back of the deck, temperance. Temperance is like divine balance. It's healing, but it's divine balance. Yeah. So they have done it. I was curious. Is it just me being ill randomly? But it seemed timing was crazy when I've asked in the middle of the night, can you, you know, help me focus on the book? Because I don't want to I don't want to stop me doing the videos. That's why I said stop me recording videos for the next month or so, because I need to focus on this book. And then I get a sore throat. That's fun. I did wake up thinking, I was annoyed at first because I hate being ill. I'm not any guy. I'm not over dramatic. And then straight away, I just started laughing a little bit to myself because I just thought, "Oh, you cheeky!" I said, "Oh, you did that. I know you did it," and they've just confirmed there that they did it. Um, so yeah. Anyway, I just thought I'd provide a little insight. Really, I'd ask my guides because that's what it is. I'm just tuned into my guides, and what do they think of situations? Other people may come up with different answers. I trust my guides wholeheartedly. So, in all honesty, I couldn't care less what other readers say. Um, Mine are always on point, and I trust them wholeheartedly. So yeah, I think it's quite insightful.